Hello and welcome to day 10 of Vlogmas. Today I figured we'd go through my really simple morning skincare routine. In all honesty, sometimes I actually don't like wash my face in the mornings, depending on how it's feeling or what products I used the night before. Sometimes I just kind of splash water on it and call it a day. But today I am doing a full skincare routine, so I figured I'd share it with you guys. And I always put on those little like white wristlet things and the headband just because it helps protect my hairline essentially from getting wet. And then the little white cuffs actually stop water from running down to my elbow, which is a little luxury I didn't know that I needed in my life. And then what I'm using here is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser. I have honestly been using this for about 15 years. It's one of my favorite cleansers, and I will always have a bottle of it in my routine. It's what I know works. So I travel with this. I use it when I'm feeling lazy. It's a really good cleanser that I know what it's going to do. And like I said, it's actually one of the first like real cleansers that I bought when I was getting into skincare. I still have very fond memories of walking into the Kiehl store. So it's a mainstay in my routine at all times. After that, I grabbed the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant. So I don't usually use physical exfoliators. I like chemical ones a little bit better, but this one stays in my routine because it's just so good. It is not too abrasive on the skin. It's like a really fine kind of powder, I guess you could describe it as, and it doesn't feel grainy at all. You do need to make it into this kind of like a paste, so I usually just make sure my hand is really wet and sprinkle a couple drops on and then rub it together until it gets into this like pasty consistency, and all those grains just kind of like dissolve in your hand, so you end up not really like feeling it, like it's not too gritty or anything. It's hard to describe. And so then I go and just like really scrub with that. It looks as if I'm going a little bit aggressive there, but it's actually so gentle on my skin, and I really like getting it in like corners of my nose, through my T-zone as well, anywhere that I'm having kind of feeling any sort of congestion or anything like that. Recently I've been going really hard on my T-zone because I have this blackhead or an enlarged pore. I don't even know what it is. That's right in the middle of my forehead that's driving me crazy, and every time I wear makeup or anything, it like sucks it in, and I just can't get rid of this big black mark in the middle of my forehead. It is the most irritating thing ever, but you know, we're trying all the products on it till I can figure out what it is. And then I just finish off with a washcloth just to dry my face off because we are done kind of all the washing elements. And as you can see here, I try to like pat my face as much as possible as opposed to like rubbing it, just because I don't want to like have any wrinkles or anything like that. And then the toner that I'm using today is actually the Fenty Skin Fat Water. I really like this toner. It's nothing special or anything like that. I just find it smells really good and is pretty effective in my morning routine. I do have another toner that I use every once in a while, the Kiehl's Ultra Facial one, but if I'm putting toner on my skin, it's either the Fenty one or the Kiehl's. I don't really pay much attention to like what toner I'm using. I just kind of go with a toner and call it a day. It's like probably the cheapest thing in my routine, to be totally honest. And then I am following it up with the Sunday Riley CEO Vitamin C. So this is a serum vitamin C. I like using it for brightening, helping with my pores, everything else. And I am using vitamin C this morning because I used retinol last night. So whenever I use retinol, I typically do retinol and niacinamide at night, and then the next morning I make sure that I put a vitamin C on my skin as well, just so that they could all kind of like work together, and anything that's excess I make sure to rub on my hands. So that's a really good tip for you guys. Like, do not forget your hands in your skincare. Get your face, get your neck, and get those hands as well, and make sure that they are treated so they do not show signs of aging. And then I follow it up with the Pharmacy Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. I love this. It has this like little metal thing with it there, this like scoop for it, and the lid is actually magnetic, so it sticks onto it, which I love. I have a Laneige lip balm, and I consistently lose the little stick that comes with it because it just kind of floats around my place. So shout out to Pharmacy for being really innovative with their design. And I just take like a little bit of that moisturizer there. A little goes a long way, I find, with it. And I really like this one just to kind of lock in hydration, especially when I know that my skin might be feeling a little bit dry or needs a little bit more of moisture to it. It's a nice little barrier. And then after this, pretty much the only thing that I need to add to my routine is a little bit of sunscreen. So I religiously wear sunscreen every day, even if it's overcast in the middle of winter. Sunscreen, it will be on my face and on my hands and essentially my entire body. So I'm not going to put it on right here because I am inside and I am about to be in a very dark corner of my house. Plus I don't want my sunscreen to pill over top of all the skincare that I just did. But I most likely will use the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen today, just because it's a little bit stickier, kind of like almost like a primer, and I do plan on wearing makeup in a little bit. But another good option is the Black Girl sunscreen for face and body. I really like this one. It does not white cast at all, and neither does the Supergoop one. But essentially, wear your sunscreen every day, kids. So that is my morning skincare routine. Please let me know in the comments below what you are using currently, what products you're loving, and do you wash your face every morning? Till next time, have a great day.